You're now live. Greetings, my V family all over the world. Welcome to another episode of, let me recognize, Ramola, Uday, Suyok, Suraya Jeep, Jody, Dark Miss, underscore 149. I love you too. Alright, there's Vipin, there's Garrett, alright, Knights. Alright, Doshim Khan, how are you? V Council Doshim Khan. Alright, Dark Miss. I don't know what that means. Okay, I never get to read the names, but the V official, so I don't know whether it's Laureen, JR Maya on the line. JR, we love you, we love you, we love you, JR Maya. Alright, guys, it's amazing. I get to read some names. Solai, Uday, Faisal, alright, Urmitap. Okay, be now. Alright, okay, I'll check the email, don't worry. Alright, and Yusuf, Sanjay Kata, nice cap, thank you. I know I collect caps. So, QNet official must be Rita. Alright, so guys, welcome to another episode of Instagram Live with your one and only Chief. I love you guys so much. And keep the hearts floating on this side. And welcome to week 33. So if you are now, it's a Sunday. So it's day 2 of week 33, guys. Alright, can you believe it? We are already in August. Now, before I start with whatever I choose to talk about, okay, let's talk about the 6, 7, 8 September. 6, 7, 8 September, I told you on my last Instagram Live, cancel everything you are doing because we are having VCon Connect. Alright, it's online, broadcasted all over the world. We have thousands of people who have already bought their VCon pass on qnet.net. You can either buy the 50 RSP package or the 100 RSP package, which you qualify for your rank advancement requirement, and you also get access, alright, to all 3 days of VCon Connect, which consists of QNet products, a great session which will be hosted by JR Maya and Malu Kaluza, alright, and then you have all the V partners, and finally you have the great ones, alright, Japadas Bismarck and Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran, live, guys, 6, 7, 8, and we are going to break every record in network marketing history. We are going to make sure that the experience is going to be magical. So the technical team, I worked with very closely with number 1 V partner Dave Joel. We are rocking it. Everyone around the world is excited about VCon Connect 6, 7, 8 September. Now, before I start, I want to convey my love, my prayers for everyone who have been affected by the blast in Lebanon. All right, for those of you all who have been following news, it was very sad when a massive explosion ripped through the port of Lebanon, which impacted the city. A lot of people lost their lives. So to all my brothers and sisters who know people in Lebanon, have relatives in Lebanon, all right, or who are in Lebanon right now watching me live, my prayers, my love goes out to everyone there. Please stay strong. And then very sad, day before yesterday, a Air India Express flight from Dubai to Kerala, okay, heavy rains, crashed, and many people lost their lives, many people injured. So to all my brothers and sisters in Kerala, once again, we are praying for all of you, our love to all of you. Alright, especially from our founders, Dato Sri Vijay and Japadas Bismarck. Alright, so sad things are happening around the world, and we must pray, send our love, alright, send our positive energy, okay, to those impacted by these incidences. So welcome to Instagram Live with me. I hope you guys watched the last Wednesday message. So technically, I realized that I've committed to you 2 days a week, which is every Sunday, 8 p.m. live, which is a interesting challenge, I would say. Okay, but thank God I got very understanding people around me who basically allow me to cancel everything at 8 p.m. to make sure I'm in bed with you for Instagram Live. And then on Wednesday, my Wednesday message comes out. A lot of new videos are being launched by V Studios, the rock stars of the V in the Philippines, V Studios. The new 8 basic building blocks is coming out. I have a prospecting video. All this I recorded during the lockdown in the studio. Okay, because as long as there's a camera, I will record. Now, today on Instagram Live, I want to talk about something which a lot of people take for granted. That some people ask me, what do I need most in network marketing? What do I need most in building a max out organization? And to me, there's one word, patience. The greatest mistake you can make is to not have patience, all right, when you are dealing with your network. Okay, there's 2 levels of patience you need. The first level of patience is when you deal with your prospects, guys. All right? Not every prospect is going to jump and say, yes, I want to join QNet. They have questions. They have objections. They have news that they have read. And you got to be patient and not lose your cool. Because you need to understand that the world will never understand who we are. The world thinks we are crazy. Do you realize that? When even your family, you go to family functions and all of this, and you talk about your dreams, and you went to VCon and you talk about Dato Sri Vijay and your V family or your organization family, they cannot understand this. They cannot understand why you're excited about a business. Okay? Because a business is a business. You don't see other business people around the world running around saying, I love my company, I have passion, I have a dream, I want to change the world. All right? But in network marketing, there is a level of passion that the world does not understand. There's a level of excitement, all right, when you find your dream or you earn your first check or your second check. All right? So that's the first level of patience you need. Dealing with the rest of the world, it is not their fault that they don't understand this. All right? Because we are a unique organization. We are not like every other direct selling organization. We are unique. We are different. We are focused on mankind. We are focused on growth, personal development, all of that stuff. Other network marketing companies only talk about their product and their comp plan. But Dato Sri Vijay is talking about changing the world. The second level of patience is with yourself, with the business. Because everyone comes in, okay, and they are hungry and desperate for fast results. You understand? You want to come in, you want to earn your first check on the first day. All right? Of course, if you're promoting a 7,000 BV product, a 5,000 BV product, and you find 2, you earn your first check. All right? Or you purchase the product yourself, you earn your check yourself. That's how powerful the QNet compensation plan is. But you also need patience. All right? Because the frustration of not earning a check will lead people to quit here mentally, not necessarily giving up QNet. They stay, all right, and they do stuff, but they have lost the belief that it's possible. So there is no timeline. There is no preset timeline that I can tell you when you're going to earn your check, when you're going to max out, when you're going to earn weekly commission, because every individual goes through this journey differently, and it's okay. That means if you have signed up and it's been 3 months and you have not earned a check, it's okay. Because many of our max out kings and queens, right, that are today V partners, AVPs, okay, did not earn their first check in the first 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. All right, I remember Tobing's story, how he struggled for almost 4 years before he started earning. But he had the patience, right? He had that commitment nailed down to perfection, and he stayed. So it's okay. All right, but think about it. Any other business you participate in, any business you participate in, right, traditionally in this world, you will not make money for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, all right, because you got to use the whatever money you earn to cover back the money you spend. So the possibility, even if you earn your first check after 9 months, you are still better off than everyone else. Now, of course, I will push you to earn your first check in your first week if possible. Your first day is possible. Find 2 hot zone. But if you are not one of those people who have achieved that commission in the first week, first month, second month, be patient. All right? Because this business is about delayed gratification, which means, all right, as Dato Sri always tells me, delayed gratification, pay the price now, all right, and wait, and you will be rewarded. So you need the second level of patience, which is with yourself. All right? Don't allow the fact that you haven't earned a check, that you're struggling to earn a check, all right, to represent any form of failure, because it is not failure. All right? If you ask any of our top earners today, they waited. They were committed because they knew that day would come when they get their check. They knew that day would come, all right, where they will achieve the desired result that they want. Now, that patience is fundamentally important. Now, while you are building, getting rejected, welcome to network marketing, getting a sign up who signs up and switch off right after signing up, all right, the inability for you to get your hot zone to become serious networkers, while you're waiting for all of that, I need you to remember this. All right, there is no failure in QNet. A lot of people tell me this, and I did this whole module at VCon, one of the VCons in the mornings, where I tell people you can never fail. Failure means you do something and you fail. You do not get the results, all right? And you're considered a failure, like sitting for an exam, like me, okay? And then getting, our passing mark was 40 and getting 39. No matter how much I tried to convince my mom, there is only 1 mark below pass. She said, no, it's still fail. Wake up and smell the coffee. That's why the education system is flawed, all right? And you need to understand that you cannot fail in network marketing. Because as long as your tracking center is alive, renewed, so please remember that every year you have to renew your tracking center, all right, okay, to keep it alive. As long as your tracking center is qualified and valid, all right, the income potential of that tracking center is limitless, just like everyone else's tracking center. It does not change at all. You can earn 6 months down the road. You can max out at the end of the year. It doesn't matter. So you cannot fail. The only people who consider themselves failures in network marketing are those who quit. All right? So you will make it as long as you don't quit. That's it. You got to be patient. You got to keep doing what your uplines tell you. You got to keep your mental state of mind switched on. You got to keep your heart beating with belief. All right? And I'm telling you, when you least expect it, boom, something will happen. I'll tell you a story. In 2002, I decided to open an international market. And I went to London, okay? My first time going to London. It was unbelievable, all right? So I went to London. I stayed with my cousin, all right? Cousin who I love dearly, okay? Because not all cousins we love dearly, if you know what I mean, okay? Cousin who I love dearly, all right? And I had a name list of 50 names. I stayed in his house, all right? He was part of my hot zone. He signed up, no questions asked, 1 phone call, I'll support you, done, all right? 3,000 BB, last time we call it a 3-header. And I spent 2 weeks in London, okay? And I went everywhere, guys, with a briefcase, like a medicine salesman, you know, all right? Proud. I'm proud of it. Don't get me wrong, okay? I took the tube. I took the bus. I went everyone in the name list. Rejection, 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 rejection. I don't care. I love it. All right. The song didn't exist back then. I hope it did. Okay. Rejection, 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 rejection. Number 49, rejection. Number 50, rejection. And that was the first time your chief, right, Dato Sri Vijay's student, felt like, oh my God, this is the worst ever. In Malaysia, never. Maximum 2 rejections. Number 3, boom, sign up. India, all right, when I went to Chennai, everyone signed up, okay? Middle East, everyone signed up. Just like that. Sudan, everyone signed up. But I don't know what's wrong with London. So I went there. And I came back on the last day of my trip. The next day I was supposed to fly. And I gave up on London at that time. And my cousin saw me that night. And I used to have a few drinks back then. And he gave me a drink and I sat down. He looked at me. He said, Patman, what's wrong? I said, I can't believe it. 50 people. Everyone said no. All right? And he said, hey, listen. I've got one friend I can introduce to you. That's all he said. He never wanted to network. He was part of my hot zone. But he saw the devastation. And he said, I got one friend. The next day he brought his friend. All right? And I sat down at the dining table and I showed the presentation of a lifetime, guys. Okay? All right? And the guy said, yes. In 48 hours, after that guy said yes, we closed 146 sign-ups. All right? All his hot zone. And his hot zone was hot, 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 hot. All right? Unbelievable. Kuna came to London to help me support this organization. From there, the organization branched off to Sri Lanka and other parts of the world. And that was the moment I believed that your time will come. You just got to be patient. Because you never know, all right, who is the next prospect. The next prospect could be an Arun George, Atli Hassan, Sati, all right, David, Dave, okay? The next prospect, you never know who's going to sign up. Think about it. Right now, everyone you think are going to be your biggest leader may not become your biggest leader. You just got to be patient and that magic will happen. And you just got to keep doing the presentation with the right attitude. All right? You just got to believe. So that patience is what creates max out kings and queens. That patience is why we are still here after 22 years, guys. All right? And the third level of patience, which is fundamentally important, is your patience with your downlines. Now, when you sign up people, ultimately, you want to try to raise them to become switched on networkers. You want to try to raise them up, train them, educate them, give them information, inspire them until they become a switched on downline. This is a dream, correct? Because if you have 10 committed downlines on your left, 10 committed downlines on your right, who eventually grow up to become serious leaders, then max out is guaranteed for you guys. Do you understand? You don't need 100 committed leaders. All right? You got 10 on the left, 10 on the right. Committed, switched on leaders. Okay? Max out. Okay? This is what you have to understand. But when you're building your leaders, you need a lot of patience. And this is one area where a lot of people make a mistake. That we give up on people too soon. Right? The guy's cup is full. You get frustrated. You write him or her off and you move to the next person. Now, you know why I'm still here today? Loyal to Dato Sri Vijay. Because I have watched, and JR has seen this with his own 2 eyes, that we have given up on people, JR and me. And Dato Sri Vijay never gives up on somebody. He says that everyone's time will come. Everyone's realization will come in their time. He call it a timeline, All right? From the time the person signs up to the time the person becomes a switched on, mega, unbelievable leader. All right? That time, right, is very, very different for each individual. And the biggest mistake we can make is not having enough patience, all right, towards our downlines, that we write them off. We give up on them before even they give up on themselves. This is a huge mistake. And if you want to build a global network, if you want to build an organization that is built to last, then you need the patience, right? You need the patience with your downlines. That even if the guy looks like he's not switched on, even if he's asking stupid questions and doesn't want to follow your instructions, but he's still there. There is a little bit of hunger in the eyes. Then never give up on them. Be patient. Keep going and bringing them into the zone, giving them information, plugging them into the system. But never give up on people, guys. I am here today because Dato Sri Vijay never gave up on me. All right? You are here today on this Instagram live because your uplines, right, did not give up on you. And you are not a perfect downline. Neither was I a perfect downline. All right? We sometimes didn't follow the guidelines from our uplines. We never did consistent presentation. All right? We were lazy. We had our switch off days. We wanted a balanced life. All right? We never attended training consistently. We never watched the videos consistently. But somehow or another, our uplines never gave up on us. And that's the reason why we are here today. And if you believe in monkey see, monkey do, then duplicate that strong DNA of Dato Sri Vijay. Never, 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 never give up on your downlines. And as long as they stay in the zone, as long as they are switched on, guys, all right, be patient with them. Keep doing what you're doing. And at one time, I promise you, the click will happen. And when that click happens, that person will turn into a committed leader, one of your 10 on the left or right. And that's how you become a max out king. If you want to become a max out king or queen, never give up on people. Because everyone will wake up, will realize, all right, in their own time, not according to your time, that you cannot push somebody to the point of realization. All right? You nudge them. You keep them warm. You give them enough reason for that magic to happen. And that's the third level of patience. All right? So remember, the first level of patience is to the outside world. Don't blame them. All right? So what if they are morons? They will never understand who we are. They will never understand the beauty of this business. They will never understand the power of network marketing and the amount of lives we have changed. It's okay. All right? Be patient with them. Number 2, be patient with your growth in this business. All right? The time will come. The checks will come. The sign up will happen. All right? You will find that magical downline. As long as you're patient enough to never, 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 never give up. All right? And the third level of patience is the patience with your downlines. Not everyone is going to say, yes, I want to be a committed, fanatic, crazy leader of yours. I will not sleep. I will not eat. I will not get married. I will do presentation every minute. They don't exist. Do you understand? Everyone will wake up and smell the coffee at their time. You just got to be patient enough not to write them off. And the fourth is to be patient during challenging times. Now, this is very important for you to understand. There has not been a single networker, not only in QNet, in the world, who has not gone through challenging times. Whether the challenge is external, internal, Google, whatever, doesn't matter. All right? Challenges are part of this journey. And challenges, I believe, is to test you, to test your perseverance, to test your tenacity, to see whether you are built for entrepreneurship or not. And it's sad that I've seen with my own eyes thousands of people who decided to walk away during challenging times. All right? And that's life. It's a reality check. But I'm proud of the thousands of people who stayed with us, who stayed loyal to Dato Sri Vijay during challenging times. That during challenging times, you need patience. Because I have seen this with my own two eyes. I've been through some of the most challenging times the last 22 years. And there's one truth, that every challenge will end. You understand? No challenge will last forever. No matter how heavy the rain is, no matter how dark the sky is, ultimately the sun will shine, Alright? Mother Nature, God has taught us that. And the same way, no matter how challenging your situation is right now, I promise you, it's not going to last forever. It's going to come to an end. The sun is going to rise in your organization. I guarantee you that. Alright? No challenge lasts forever. No matter what happens. And you remember what our grandmothers used to tell us. Alright? If it does not kill you, it will only make you stronger. And today, the reason why QNet is the fastest growing network marketing company in the industry, why we are rocking it, is because all the challenges we have been through as a family, as an organization, under the great leadership of Dato Sri Vijay, has truly made us stronger. That we have one of the greatest foundations of leadership in compared to any other company. Our leaders, you guys, are hardcore. We can survive anything because we know even if today is the worst day in your networking journey, I promise you, tomorrow may get worse or may get better. And day after may still be bad. Alright? But ultimately, it will end and the sun will rise again. No matter which market you're building, no matter how big or small your organization is, be patient. Because whatever challenge you are going through will finish. And then the journey will become beautiful again. And then after a few years, there'll be a challenge again. And that also will end. And the journey will become beautiful again. And I'm telling you from my personal experience. Right? Even though network marketing can be a roller coaster ride, it's still the greatest adventure. Because when that day comes, when the sun rises again, it feels magical. And the people, alright, who stayed with you through the challenge, these are the most important people in your journey of life. And I have been blessed to have people like that in my life, including J.R. Maya, who's online right now. Alright, the V partners, the AVPs, the V councils, the coin service. They stayed with us, alright, throughout the most challenging times. And that is ultimately what loyalty is about. Loyalty is patience. Loyalty is tolerance. Loyalty is accepting people for who they are. So on this Instagram Live, my message to all of you guys around the world is be patient. This is not a short-term journey. This is a long-term journey. This is not a dating, business. This is like marriage, like our parents' marriage that were built to last no matter what. So if you are dating QNet, big mistake. But if you are married to QNet, then you need patience. And that patience will pay off. Ultimately, it will pay off with one result. That is financial freedom, guys. So remain patient. Enjoy this journey. Let the downs come. Because ultimately, you will get up again. As Dato Sri Vijay says. Make this a journey that will make you stronger. And remember this. Everything will happen at the right time for you. So I love you guys so much all over the world. Alright, you will see me again on my Wednesday message, and then I will see you live 6, 7, 8 September for the greatest VCon ever. Remember, this is week 32. push yourself harder, have patience with your downlines, but push them. And ultimately, guys, this is your journey, your life. Nobody fails in QNet. You cannot fail. If you don't quit, I promise you, you will make it. Love you guys.